Assalamualaikum, my beloved students. How are you? Hope you are all fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Welcome back to NIBS Home School. Here I am Lokman, Assistant Teacher of English, NIBS Day Shift. Now I am going to conduct an English first paper class for the students of class 7. Our today's topic is complete the story. In your exam question, some beginning part of a story will be given. You have to fill up the story. You have to complete the story. But you need to use a suitable title for the story, and your completing story must be relevant with the title. So today I will discuss three story. My first story is, suppose in your exam question paper is given here, once in a cold winter morning when a villager was going to his field, he found a snake half dead with cold lying by the side of the road. This part will be given in your question paper. Now you have to fill up the full story. You need to complete the story with your own information. You can manipulate your answer. The answer can vary from student to student, but your completing story must be relevant with the title which you already used. I can use here as title, Black will take no other hue. So now I will start writing the story, but my rest of the story must be relevant with the title. Okay, whenever a villager was going or passing in a forest or on his way of his forest or farmland, then he saw that a snake was about to die. He had felt pity on it. He took it in his bag and brought it home. After bringing it home, he took care, he gave it some shelter and gave it milk. After some time, it raised away and it now very happy. It feels very happy. Then it happened miracle events whenever it was playing with the children, then it started to bite the children. Then the farmer felt very angry to the snake. Let's see what's happening here. He felt a great pity for the miserable snake. He put it into his basket and brought it home. He placed it with care by a fireplace, gave it warm milk and made it comfortable. It was all right with it and it got quite well very soon. It began to play with the children of the farmer. For some time it played and behaved very well. One day, while playing with the children of the farmer, it bit one of them. Now the farmer realized his mistake. Actually, what was inherent in its blood couldn't go off. He understood that an evil always remains an evil. So he became very angry and killed the snake with his stick. "Oh," cried the farmer with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying scoundrel. The greatest kindness will not change the ungrateful." Then he started saying, "Black will take no other hue, black will take no other hue." So this is all about our today's first story. Our story title was Black will take no other hue. So the evil, born evils remains evil at his last breath. The second one, the poor honest woodcutter and the fairy. The title or question can be in several ways. It can be also the honest woodcutter. It can be also the honesty is the best policy. Honesty is always rewarded everywhere. Or the poor woodcutter and the water goddess. It was happened whenever a poor woodcutter felt or slipped away his hand axe, then he felt very sorry and he started crying. After some time later, a water goddess appeared to him and it started to test him one after another. The goddess dived into the water body and it took an axe with golden. Second time she took another axe. So it is made of silver, but after all she tested the poor woodcutter by doing this. Once they left a poor woodcutter, but he was honest Every day he went out to cut wood in the forest. He earned his livelihood by selling wood in the market. One day, while cutting wood beside a river, his axe slipped out of his hand and fell into water. He didn't know how to swim, and the axe was the only means of his daily earnings. The axe was his only means of his early earnings. He became very sad, thinking how he would maintain his family. So he sat beside the river and began to cry bitterly. Singing this, the water goddess took pity on him. She appeared before him and asked the reason of his crying. The woodcutter told her of his misfortune. After hearing all, the water goddess dived into water and brought a golden axe. Singing the axe, the woodcutter told that it was not his own. So one after again she dived again and came out with another silver axe. The woodcutter refused to take it as it was not his axe too. At the last time, the water goddess, she took another axe, and finding this axe, the poor farmer said, "That's mine, that's mine." The woodcutter cried out. He became very delighted and thanked her. The water goddess, impressed much, seeing the honesty of the poor cutter, and offered him all the two precious eggs as reward. So that's why we can say the honest can be rewarded everywhere. The last and 3 number story is, who will build the cat? Who will tie the bell? We, the human beings, can prefer to give advice to anyone, but we face difficulties and we feel very anxious whenever the time has come to face the difficulties. So we can start from here, and in exam question this part will be given. Once the house of a rich man was infested with rats and rats. The rats was everywhere the rich man's family. Whenever the man became angry with the environment, the situation, even the rats started beating of the children of their house. Then the rich man brought a cat to kill the rats. After finding these rats, the cat started killing all after one after another. Once it was found that there was no rats here and there, they finally took a decision how to control themselves from the attack of cat. Then it happened, the master of the house became very annoyed at this and lost his patience. At last he hit upon a plan. He bought a cat to kill the mice. The cat started killing the mice one by one. As a result, all the mice got frightened and couldn't move as before. In this situation, they sat in a conference to get rid of the cat. Many proposals were made, but none of those were acceptable. Finally, a young mouse rose up and said, "I have a good plan. Let's tie a bell around the neck of the cat. Whenever the cat will move, then we can easily understand that the cat is moving, the cat is coming to us. Then we can save ourselves from the attack of cat. But who will bail the cat?" This is the most challenging question. Hearing this, all the mice remained silent, so the conference ended in smoke. The question arose from an old man, an old mice. All the mice thanked him for his good plan, but an old mouse said, "Certainly the plan is good, but who will tie the bell?" Hearing this, all the mice remained silent, so the conference ended in smoke, and eventually they left the house to save. The moral of the story is that easy to say, but it's very difficult to do. We love to give advice, but fear to face the situation. So this is all about our today's class. Now take your SW. Your SW is same topic, completing story number 4 from your suggestion. The story started from here. At night, the boy Bayezid was busy in studies. Now complete the story, and your story must be relevant with the title also. Thank you very much. So submit this SW coming Sunday and collect the previous also. Stay home, stay safe. See you soon with next video. Allah Hafiz.